How do? Time for another beer review. For this one, we're going back to Fierce, and they're out of Aberdeen, and this is Hazed Out. It's a hazy IPA. It says coming in at 5.5% in a 330ml can. Not sure what the story is behind this one, because I picked it up. It was in my beer company subscription box for April, and it says on the back, it's a cloudy hazy IPA that's packed with juicy hops, tropical flavours and a soft low bitterness. I've seen some check-ins on Untapped where it appears to be in Morrison's now. I'm assuming that that's going to be in Scotland because I haven't seen it down here. I might be wrong. My Morrison's in Carlisle is absolutely crap at the moment. It's been crap for about 2 years. Yeah, it's been in the Fierce bars. I have seen it. I'm sure I seen it when I was in Fierce Manchester recently before the Oldham game. So Fierce out of Aberdeen. I've been really impressed with them, and what I'm really liking about them at the moment is this relationship that they seem to have with New Zealand breweries, and getting they've got this thing called New Zealand Beer Collective. So I think they're brewing out of Fierce, and they've also managed to put some of the beers on their website and in the bars. So when I was in Fierce Manchester, I was drinking a black IPA from 8 Wired, which I thought was pretty decent. But you know, it's just, you don't see a lot of New Zealand beers in the UK. So props to Fierce for that. So yeah, we'll see what we get with this one. Very, very lovely colour. Once again, I think this is the third beer that I'm doing out of the box. I did a Tooth and Claw one, which I thought was solid start, and I did a Kolsch from Mad Squirrel, which I was really impressed with. But again, this is the second IPA, and on the eye, fantastic. Really thick, orange-looking beer. It's got a bit of a cloudy white head on it. Can't see any bubbles going up. Get the nose. It's quite musty. Orange juice. Breakfast orange juice. Yeah. Slightly I don't know if it's like wood shavings. Bizarre. Right, we'll dive in. Cheers. That's decent, and I don't mean to say, and I don't want this to sound negative, but it looks like it's a fair new beer, but I could see this becoming a core range beer if it's not already, because it's got very light, it's got a soft body, really light flavours, really sessionable. For 5.5, you could just tan it, but and I don't want this to sound like a negative. I feel like for people who are dipping their toes into the water, this could be a really, really good beer for them, because the flavours are really light. I'm getting like a light orange, kind of the same way, and like again, I know it's easy to compare with them coming from Aberdeen, but like Brewdog, for instance, with Hazy Jane, although I don't really drink a lot of Hazy Jane, but I'm not drinking any Brewdog at the moment, I find that it appeals to the wider market, and I think it's a good beer for the wider market. I think the same of this, and I don't mean that to sound in a negative way, I mean that in a positive way, that I could see people who are getting into craft beers really getting into this beer. And the beer company box, their selling point when you go in and you buy the beers, it says get into craft beer, and with that mindset on, this beer is really, really good to those who are dipping their toes in the water of craft beer. I think people who haven't had a lot of IPAs will go crazy for it. The flavours are light, and like I say, some people have been drinking craft beer for a long time. They might be a little bit damning of it, but I see this as an easy drinking, sessionable IPA, and it ticks those boxes. And for that reason, I think it does what it's meant to do for this box. in a roundabout way. So that's, yeah, a lot of people will think it's not the most exciting. I think it's good. It's got a really soft body. Body and mouthfeel are fantastic. Yes, it would have been good if the flavours were a little bit more pronounced, but for what it is and for what I think it's trying to be, I think it's a decent beer. So that is Hazed Out from Fierce. I'll stick that in me. I think I've got a Fierce playlist. I might create one. I don't know. Anyhow, thank you for watching and on to the next one. Cheers.